Hello, students, and welcome back to our English vocabulary series. In this Word of the Week number 6 in our series, we focus on a different vocabulary word each time in this series. We're going to discuss percolate. So, percolate, it's a long word, a little bit difficult to pronounce, but it's called percolate. And we're going to talk about the different meanings associated with this word. I'm going to give you some similar vocabulary words to use that could replace percolate or substitute for percolate, and we're going to discuss some sentence examples with this vocabulary word. I haven't done one of these word of the week videos in a while, so I'm excited to dive in. And as you can see, we have the word here, and then we also have a kind of a clue here. And I won't tell you what this is yet. Maybe you all at home know, but it has to do with percolate. So we're going to discuss percolate. We're going to talk about what it means, how do we use it, some similar words, and we're also going to look at some example sentences. So my name is Ben with English from A to Z, and let's get started. So what is percolate and how can we use it? Now, like I said, percolate has a few different meanings, and it's a verb, but mainly it is used for scientific purposes, such as when a liquid or a gas is filtered through a porous or permeable or kind of where it's not a hardened surface or substance. A liquid or gas can permeate or go through a substance, or it can also percolate as it bubbles up the surface. So think of another way of putting this. Think of a volcano. The volcanic magma percolates through the rock. It's able to bubble up below the surface of the volcano and percolate and even explode as it makes its way through the porous rock or kind of volcanic rock. That I'm forgetting the word right now, but volcanic rock. And it is a gradual process and takes time in terms of percolating. It's not automatic. It takes time to do so. So it is kind of a scientific term. It's a verb in any case. But let's think of an everyday example. Maybe all of you at home, or a lot of you, or even some of you, like coffee. I love coffee. I drink it almost every morning. And what I showed you before is an espresso maker. So think of, when you think of coffee, think of percolating. Think of the espresso maker when it's heated up. It bubbles or percolates. The water mixes with the coffee beans or the ground coffee. They mix together, and the steam makes it into a liquid where you can pour your coffee. Hard for me to describe because I'm not the best at the scientific terms, but basically, an example in this case would be coffee, obviously, which can be filtered with water and grounded coffee beans. And, similar words to percolate. They percolate or they filter is brew, a coffee brew. The liquid drains, it seeps. The coffee grounds seep into the water, or there's a drip. The coffee, when you combine the water with the coffee grounds, it drips into the beaker or the espresso maker, and so you think of like when a liquid like water is in this case is filtered through the espresso maker or the pour over, the coffee pour over, where you pour the water on top of the coffee grounds, and it permeates through the coffee grounds, and it percolates. The heat makes it bubble. Excuse my explanation here, but percolate is a very good scientific vocabulary word. And another use for the word percolate is when it can be used to form or create an idea. The ideas or thoughts that we have can percolate. They percolate in our mind, in our thoughts, and it can be developed slowly or gradually, meaning it takes time by you or a group of people together. It could be by yourself, or you could be with a group of people. So percolating is like, just our mind is working where we have thousands of thoughts every day, but percolating is when you're kind of thinking, you're processing. Instead of processing, you could say, okay, my ideas are percolating. So percolate, you drop the E and make it ing. I didn't write this down, but in order to do the present progressive or present continuous, percolate becomes percolating. But I think the best example here again is coffee. You know, it filtered with water and grounded. The coffee grounds together. It brews. It filters. It percolates because of the heat. You boil the water first, and then you pour it into the coffee, and it percolates to create the liquid coffee. So some sentence examples with percolate to make it a little bit easier on you all. This is a harder vocabulary word. Number one, Dustin had a long night out with friends and woke up feeling groggy. Groggy kind of means sleepy or tired or didn't sleep very well. So he decided to turn on his coffee maker. Sometimes you got a coffee brewer maker and the coffee percolates. It takes time. So he did it right away when he woke up. So it could percolate maybe while he was getting dressed, taking a shower, getting his stuff together, and be ready before he had to go to work. So the full sentence again is Dustin had a long night out with friends and woke up feeling groggy. So he decided to turn on his coffee maker right away so it could percolate. It's going to take time and be ready before he had to go to work. So 5-10 minutes. It percolates. He can grab a quick cup, drink it up, and then head to work. Number two, the project management group got together each month to percolate ideas on the whiteboard. A whiteboard is where you use your marker to come up with ideas, to come up with a plan regarding the construction project that was approved by the city council. So obviously, when you get a group of people together, the ideas can percolate. They can form. You can make these ideas happen. And in this case, you're writing them down on the whiteboard regarding, in this case, also the construction project that was approved by the city council. So again, percolate could refer to the scientific occasion that I mentioned. It could refer to creating ideas or brainstorming or getting those ideas to percolate together in a group. And lastly, related to number three, I forgot to write it here, apologies, but number three, in the science experiment, the solution was allowed to percolate through the filter medium to separate the solid particles from the liquid phase. So again, like coffee grounds or any kind of permeable, not exactly solid rock or solid metal or something very solid, but the solution, anything that is firm but not too firm, it's porous. The solution was allowed to percolate through the filter medium to separate the solid particles from the liquid phase. So some of the solids will remain, right, like any coffee grounds that you have, but some will become the liquid result. So any kind of solid, I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but you could think of many different minerals and quartz, and I think there's a bunch. Limestone, I guess you could say. Not rock, but you know what I mean. Kind of different solids that are permeable that water or other liquid could filter through or percolate when they're exposed to heat or sunlight. So percolate has a few different ways to be used in the English language. I hope this helped. Again, think of like coffee, think of ideas that percolate. Think of any other science experiments where something's bubbling or percolating or mixing solids and liquids together to come up with your final result. So thank you for watching. This was a tricky one, even for me, I guess you could say. But percolate is kind of one of those advanced words that you need to keep in mind if you're studying English for scientific purposes, or if you just want to think of how the ideas are percolating, or these thoughts have been percolating for a while. Think of a gradual or slow process, whether it's science, whether it's just your thought process, or whether it's just making a decision too. So if you enjoyed this video, please check out our other great YouTube videos on our channel, from learning the entire English alphabet from A to Z, to fixing common English errors, grammar, punctuation, spelling, on our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button below if you enjoy this video, and also the subscribe button to follow us here on our YouTube channel. Be the first to know about new videos. If you have any questions or would like to follow our official newsletter, please go to our website, www.englishfroma2z.com/newsletter. Thank you all so much again for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another Word of the Week English vocabulary video. Take care now. Bye-bye.